So let's get the oracle out. Whoops. Fell. Sorry guys. That's a bit of a rocky road there, wasn't it? This one. Okay, so starting with Ebony. You can still see me, Kelly? How long ago did you send that? Well, good to know. I hope so. Okay. So, hello there, Ebony. So we'd like to know from you today, how is mewsuppasit feeling towards Gulfkanawut right now? 2 cards came out very quickly there. Did you see that, guys? Alright. What have we got? Kisses? He had that for Tull the other day. Anyway, kisses. Stabbed in... kisses stabbed in the back. Okay. Well, stabbed in the back, actually, written on here says separation as well. Hang on, let me get that card up for you. Where are we? Ebony. Oh gosh, why do I put the box in front like that? Doesn't help. Where are we? Stabbed in the back. That's S. These are in order, luckily. Makes it a little easier. Stabbed in the back. Here we are. So yeah, as you can see, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack. There's only 2 cards. We usually pull up to 5 cards out, but so far I would say separation. With the kisses. Unconditionally loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. Well, if we go by what I just spoke about with Gulf, remaining faithful and not wanting to do anything with any other man, let's say, unconditionally loving. It means even though Mew is doing what he's doing right now with Tull, whatever that may be, whether it's business, whether it's him with a karmic partner learning his lesson, while his divine feminine is you know, patiently waiting for him or something like that as well. He's unconditionally loving. He still loves him. He still loves Mew. So that's what I get from kisses. Stabbed in the back, like I said, separation. It could be separation. Anyway, let's turn those round and let's see what else we get. So tell me more, please, Ebony. How is mewsuppasit currently feeling towards Gulfkanawut? Lightning. Lightning is like the Tower card in Tarot. Hang on, let me pull that up. Oh God, I really need to do something about this. It happens to be the next card along from kisses. That's very convenient. So, lightning, sudden change, shocking news, surprise, epiphany, upheaval, transformation. You know what this could be? If we go back to what I just spoke about with Gulf and the possibility of working with Smith, maybe if Gulf does go the other way, like I said, and does decide to make an impulsive decision based on just what he's feeling, his emotions about the matter, maybe Mew would be shocked. Maybe Mew would be shocked by Gulf choosing to go with someone else, like Smith, in a BL or something like that. Maybe. Or maybe, maybe it's more an epiphany. Maybe Mew has an epiphany about Gulf all of a sudden, as in has a spiritual awakening and realizes he's meant to be with him, possibly, and has this change of mind, change of direction that we keep referring to. Maybe. Okay, let's maybe I think 5 cards is the magic number today. So let's go 2 more cards, please, Ebony. Can I get 2 more cards, please? 2 more cards about how Mewsuppasit is currently feeling towards gulfkanawut, please. Just to round this off here. 2 more cards, please. How is Mewsuppasit currently feeling towards gulfkanawut? He feels he's unconditional still, or is he being shocked by the fact that Gulf is making a decision? Hand of cards. Take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, gambling. Hang on, I didn't pull that up for you. What's it called? Hand of cards. There it is. Take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, gambling. So this could be Mew thinking, you know, after his epiphany, he's going to take a chance and do what, Ebony? What's Mew going to take a chance on? Is he going to take a chance with everything and run to Gulf's side? Probably not. Because as I said, I don't think he's ready yet. I think he needs to do his spiritual healing first. Is he going to impulsively approach Gulf, perhaps? No. Well, that's good. That's good to know. So we got clock. Let me pull that up first before I say. So clock. Need time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal, and progress. So no. This means that what I get is something's going to happen. Either the separation or is finally going to get to me, or possibly the deception. The deception that he's living right now is going to get to him. He's going to have an epiphany or a sudden spiritual awakening that, you know, he needs to get his act together, in other words, and that there is a divine feminine waiting for him. He's going to take a chance on everything and just, you know, hope for the best, let go, let God, knowing that he needs time, things take time, and he needs time to heal first before he can even approach Gulf, perhaps. That's what I get from those cards. Am I still live? It says you're not receiving video, but the time is still going, so you can obviously still hear me, no matter what's being shown. What's this? Vane, talk about the protection they say Mew has. I'm not sure about that. Picture and audio are good? Oh, that's good to know. Thank you. Protection Mew has? I don't know. There is another Waanjai I talk to who also does divination and such. She's more on the medium side though. And she says that she has been asked a number of times by someone, let's say, to protect Mew. But I'm not sure. I said to her, are they talking about you? And she said, oh, I don't know, I don't think so. But yeah, I don't know exactly what that's referring to. I don't even know if that was a clear translation because I've only seen one. So, and you know, when the translation comes from the other side, I only sort of half trust what's being said. That's just how I've survived basically all this time. Yeah, I don't know, because he says he hasn't been to a reader about, you know, a date, about the auspicious time for a wedding or anything. So, and he really hasn't been that spiritually active since his ordination, and I think there's a reason for that. So I don't know about this protection. unless he's talking about the protection he has from the universe in general, because if he means that, then absolutely. He shouldn't be arrogant about it, though, because karma can turn around and teach you a lesson, of course. But yes, he is protected by the universe for what is going to happen, but really it's only protecting him in regards to what destiny has in store. So if Mew keeps doing the wrong thing, if that's what he's doing by any chance, it's not going to be supporting him to do that. It's going to be making things difficult for him to do things, if that's what he's talking about. But honestly, I don't know, and because it's come from the other side, I don't know whether to take it seriously or not. Yeah, I haven't seen any other clear translation of that, so I can't say. I really can't say. But what I am going to say is it doesn't affect me personally as a reader. It doesn't affect me. This thing about what they thought it meant, which is that his spirit is protected and you're not going to get into his spirit and get, what did they say? Get proper readings, etc. There are too many occasions in my readings that things have just gone so smoothly and coincidentally, just fit together like a puzzle. That if this thing about protection was true, about not, protecting you and not getting into the real vibe or whatever, not being able to read him, in other words, I wouldn't be so successful with my readings then. I'm not a proper reader, really. I am only a hobbyist sort of reader, because I only do it for Mewgulf as a Waanjai. And so if it were true, then I would think that I wouldn't even be able to make sense of the cards if he was really that much protected. That's all I can think. Like, how can I possibly, humble me, how can I do a reading like this so easily and clearly, with people saying, yes, you're right, I've seen this, I've seen that, and etc. How could I do that if it's not true, or if it's being protected, if it's being guarded? I don't know. But I do think, the way that the timing of the struggles I've been having, maybe that could have something to do with it. In other words, the timing of when things go wrong for me is when I'm about to possibly say too much. And then that's fine. That's not really protecting Mew against me. It's more like telling me that I've, stop. Watch what you're saying there, sort of thing. But I'm not worried. I'm not scared. It doesn't affect me that much. It doesn't affect me at all, really, if I don't really go into that spirit medium side of things. Then what's blocking? The cards tell the story. The cards fall out as destiny wants them to, as fate wants them to. I believe in it happens for a reason. Cards are revealed to me for a reason. You see cards on the screen for a reason. I share them with you for a reason. It all happens for a reason. It's all part of a bigger picture. And if there is some kind of protection, it wouldn't be happening the way it is. If that makes sense. Okay, enough? Alright, so, card on the bottom just by chance is the karmic relationship. Letting go and loving you, resentment lessons, triggers turmoil, fleeting. Well, what I was just talking about, basically. Karma will teach you a lesson. I said that, didn't I? Anyway. After that card showed, maybe I should pull just one more card after I said all that. Sorry, Ebony, for interruption, but just give me one more card, please. Which is it? Healing heart. We have healing heart. Let me pull that up. Where are you? Healing heart from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. So this, talking about Mew, the clock, need time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal, progress, because he needs to heal from this toxic relationship or addiction that he's been under for the last possible 3 years, let's say. He's going to have an epiphany up here with the lightning card about what he's doing with his life, about what real unconditional love is. He's possibly going to see the deception he's been living the last 3 years, and he's going to change things, but it's going to take time. That's what I get in a nutshell from all that. Okay, alright, so this is still how Mew's feeling about golf, so let's go to Ivory now and see what they have to say. So Ivory, what can you add to this spread of Ebony here about how Mew is currently feeling towards Gulfkanawut, please? So what about Kisses here? What's this Kisses card about? Whoops. Kisses. Showing out, let the past go. Very interesting cards. Honestly, can I do something? No, that's going to take me off camera. It's so annoying. If you're wondering what I'm doing when I do this, guys, it's because my computer is behind the box that's holding the camera, and my little icons in the computer bar at the bottom are hidden. So I'm blindly trying to get the card window up. Anyway, we don't want this one. We want Ivory now, which is this one, and we want Let the Past Go. Can we rewind time and go back to before we were both broken down by life? Our past hold us back from our future. Well, that's very true. That's very true. And showing out. Showing out. Where's showing out? It's not in the place it should be. Where is it? There it is, showing out. I'm acting like I don't care about what's happened between us, but I do. I just want to appear unbothered. Now, we've had this card between them a lot, between Mew and Gulf. Most of the time it's been Gulf has got this card, but this time we got it for Mew. I wonder if it's more Mew feeling that's what Gulf is feeling, that he's showing out. He's showing out that he's not affected, but he really is. And Mew wants to go back in time and basically mend things. Or if they are still together in real life, they want to reconnect in public and, you know, make things right with the world, so to speak. Okay, so that was for Kisses. What about Stubbed in the back here? What did this card come out for? Card fell out very quickly there. Gaslighting you. Gaslighting you. Where is it? Got in order these ones. Gaslighting you. Where are you? There you are. I have been lying to and gaslighting you. You weren't crazy. You were right. I just wasn't strong enough to admit it. So that could also be about the deception, like I said, living in a deception. Possibly Mew wasn't willing to admit that he was living in a deception. And this is why I said, you know, twin flame, having a sudden epiphany and spiritual awakening with this lightning card comes. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh. Are you guys live? Please tell me you're live. You're not. Good. What is going on? You're not live. You're not live. Well, anyway, I'm still recording. And guess which card is at the bottom of the deck? Twin flames. I just mentioned twin flames. I just mentioned twin flames about this lightning card. Oh, that's incredible. Yeah, okay. What protection exactly? What protection from you? Huh? Is the protection misleading me to think that they're twin flames? Because, okay, if that's the case, then maybe I suppose so. You've got me. You've got me, whoever you are protecting me. Yeah, I believe it. You've got me. Twin flames and lightning. Wow. All right, and what about this hand of cards? What's this hand of cards about? Hand of cards. I'm sorry and have my kids. Ah! First twin flames, now have my kids. Now, new beginning, literal child, I said it before, destiny. Destiny. Strong today, guys. I'm feeling strong vibes here that what I'm getting in the cards is... Yeah. Alright, well, I'm sorry anyway. I'm sorry. I hate how much I've hurt you. I'm so sorry for all the pain I've caused. You didn't deserve any of that. Could be about the situation with Tool. Have my kids. I want to have a family with you. I know you'd be an amazing parent, and I dream of the day I can experience raising a family together. Oh, hang on. I haven't gone on from gaslighting you on there yet. Wait a second. Where's twin flames? Let me do that first, because that's incredible. The twin flames coming out for the lightning card. You activated my soul to find my true purpose and destiny in life. You helped me heal in ways no one else could. Thank you for finding me again this time around. Yes, twin flame, exactly. And I'm sorry. Oh, well, have my kids is there first. I want to have a family with you. I know you'd be an amazing parent, and I dream of the day I can experience raising a family together. This card has come out so many times between you and Gulf. So it's a special card. It's definitely a special card. And I'm sorry also has come out a few times between them. So there's definitely some sort of remorse felt between them. Probably going both ways. Sorry for it not being the right time. Sorry for what's happened. I can't find I'm sorry on here. I'm sorry, I can't find I'm sorry. Oh, there it is. There we go. Yeah. I hate how much I've hurt you. I'm so sorry for all the pain I've caused. You didn't deserve any of it. So there's that. And what about clock? The clock card we said, need time, takes time, in time, cycles, time to heal, progress. I wonder if I should shoot there. I can't lean it on that. It's not resuming, is it? And it's going to be a mess to index later, but with all these different videos and everything. But anyway, yeah. Hi guys, I've decided to just put it on the phone again today, because I know that you disconnected from me a while ago, and I was just going to keep going with it because I am recording on my computer. But then again, I don't even know how that's going to turn out. I don't know if it's recording the actual screen or if it's just recording my voice. I don't know. I'll have to find out later. So I decided I better get some form of live audience here, so that, you know, critics are taken care of when I come and give the fill-in and the edited version later. So hopefully I'll have some form of evidence that this was live, or that, not that this was live, but that I really did pull these cards just before I came live on the video again. But for, I think the last card I pulled when I was talking to you was gaslighting, possibly. And then the next card after lightning was twin flame. Not kidding you guys, I had such an amazing reaction to this, and hopefully it's captured on the recording, that I couldn't believe it. How much I've been saying about lightning. He has a spiritual awakening, possibly like a twin flame connection, like a divine masculine waking up about his divine feminine, and we got twin flame card. Twin flame card came out for that. Incredible. And then it gets better. It keeps going. The two cards I pulled for Hand of Cards, for taking a chance, that was from you. The cards I got for that were I'm sorry, which is, I hate how much I've hurt you. I'm so sorry for all the pain I've caused. You didn't deserve any of it. And then have my kids. I got have my kids again, for how Mew is feeling about Gulf. So taking a chance for the sake of having kids, which I then pointed up here and showed how we were literally talking about a child earlier, possibly, etc. Having kids, something both of them really want. Okay, and then I was going to move on to the clock card. So I will continue now. I'm really sorry for all this videos, multiple videos and everything, guys. I think it's the internet. I think it's just my internet connection is the problem, because it keeps disconnecting and I can't reconnect with you for some reason is the problem. But anyway. Yeah. Okay. So let's have a look at what the clock is. What's this clock card about, please, Ivory? Regarding how mewsuppasit is feeling towards gulfkanawut right now. What is this clock card about? Is it about, as we discussed, he needs time, it takes time, cycles, time to heal, etc.? Oh, card flipped there. Unclear. Unclear. I don't know how I feel about this connection anymore. Well, that's because he needs time to heal, right? And then we can also point back up at his cards for clouds. Clouds was in the middle for his cards. Thank you very much. So yeah, it could be that he's unclear because he has to heal first. right? And then unclear, he's obviously with this lightning and twin flame card, he's clear about that he's woken up. He has a divine feminine and he knows it. He's woken up about that. But the unclear and clock card is more about he's unclear of how he's going to pursue his divine feminine or how things are going to move forward. And he's also knowing that it takes time. It takes time. Did you guys see that card by any chance? Well, if you did, I'll pull it out. So for the healing heart, which I was just talking about, Mew needs to do, healing heart from heartbreak, freedom of toxic relationship and addiction. And for that card we got, it's simple really. How do I feel? I want you, us together forever. And this card came out as well when we did the reading for the other two the other day. This card came out and I said, something tells me this is not about them. This is about someone else. And us getting this card today, well, could take that as, yep, you were right. It was about someone else. I might just pull one more card though for the healing heart, just because that one came out in a different manner. There we go. Okay, so we have attention of others. Also one we get a lot from you. I'm addicted to the attention of others. I love feeling wanted and needed. I don't feel whole without it. So that could be the toxic relationship or the addiction that Mew has to deal with as well. Because we've mentioned in the past as well, in past readings, about how if Mew really is going to be with Gulf, Gulf is not the kind of person who likes to have his whole life out in the open on camera. So Mew's possible toxic relationship or addiction to sharing everything with the public, or even getting the attention of others for everything he does, or even what do you call it, public acknowledgement or public acceptance, things like that. He may have to get over that in his while he's doing his healing in order to be with Gulf. It could be that too. I can't see you, your camera. You can't see me? That's unusual because I can see me and I'm using my phone right now, which usually if you can see yourself, that means they can see you. Oh, come on, technology failing me again? What's going on? I don't know. If you can see me, you can see me. If you can't, you can't. I don't know. Anyway. Alright, so that's how Mew was feeling. Oh, hang on. Before I pick those cards up, we also have to do the ombre cards. Oh, quickly. Hello there, ombre. So can you give us one or two cards about how Mewsuppasit is feeling towards gulfkanawut today, please? Just to round this all up, please. Whoop. I always knew there was something different about you. Okay, that's one. And these two sort of fell, so I think we'll look at these two. I feel tired of hiding my true feelings from you. Oh, wow. Well, that's very twin flame, isn't it? And I've realized so much since we parted ways. Again, twin flames, guys. Twin flames. While I am a Waanjai and I do sort of believe they are still in communication of some kind, I'm not one of the Waanjais who believe that they're living together and, you know, actually in a secret relationship right now. I find it harder to believe that the more I hear about in these cards about twin flames. Because twin flames involve a separation period. But then again, I earlier mentioned about, they did separate for a short while, even if we go all the way back to 2022 when Mew had his burnout and Gulf had to leave the country and do his Asian concert, or Asian tour, I should say. So it could be that too. It could be that too. Anyway, alright, so that's how mewsuppasit is feeling towards gulfkanawut presently. Oh, those cards I didn't. We are going to use this again, so I'll just shove them in there somewhere. Okay. Alright, and now we'll move on to, says it's error, so I have no idea what's going on now. I could be in 2 lives at once here. I have no idea. What was I going to do then? No. Open this and open this. No, not that. Definitely have to. What I want to do, I'm going to see, because I use OBS on Linux, I'm going to try and get those icons on the taskbar down there. I'm going to try and move them over to the other side, because then that's perfect. I can see them perfectly there, but I can't see them behind the box where the camera is, and I need the camera in front of me or you can't see me. So, right, now what was I doing? Golf. Back on track. Come on, technology keeps interrupting me. Back to golf. We want to see how Golf is feeling towards Mew. If this is how Mew is protected by, my live keeps being interrupted and I keep having technical problems, so be it. It's fine. But I truly believe that it would be more than just internet problems. Like, I wouldn't even be able to get any proof or live reading up here if it were like that. I truly think my issue with the technology is just because of my location and because of not having a good internet connection. Alright, so how is gulfkanawut feeling towards mewsuppasit today? How is gulfkanawut currently feeling towards mewsuppasit? One card. Whoop. 3 cards. Maybe 2 more, or actually I'll work with these first. Alright, so this was the first card that came out, which is the Golden Mirror. Self-absorbed, narcissist, one-sided relationship, love bombing. Oh, that's not good. But it could be he's feeling that way about Mew. Like it's not so much that towards him. He's thinking Mew is feeling that way. It could also be. Yeah, and I'll second that because of these other 2 cards. This we got wedding rings here. Union, wedding, marriage, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. And healing heart. Healing from heartbreak, freedom from toxic relationship or addiction. Healing heart is the last card we pulled for Mew. So definitely there's some, what do you call it? Telepathic connection there, that they're feeling the same way with that. Or that Gulf is very well aware that Mew needs to heal first, perhaps. So with the Golden Mirror and the wedding rings here, the wedding rings, it can either be, this could either be talking about their soul connection, or if it's talking about union, wedding in general, it could be talking about the current engagement or possible wedding that everybody is expecting. is one-sided or self-absorbed or love bombing even. Could be either of those. Now I just disconnected, didn't I? For a few seconds I disconnected there, didn't I? Just as I was talking about this. Interesting. Timing's interesting. So, yeah. Maybe I'm sharing too much information. Who knows? But, yeah, I think Gulf definitely knows Mew has to heal. Mew has some healing to do before anything like wedding bells can happen for them. Okay? Because if we look at this as the golden mirror, if we go for the love bombing side of things, it could be that Gulf wants to protect himself from love bombing and a narcissistic approach. He wants the real deal. He doesn't want to play around. And he knows that that's not going to happen unless Mew does the healing first. Could also be he has some healing to do as well. I've said that before. I put that upside down, sorry. Gulf may have some healing to do as well. Oh, I am still, yeah, that's right. That's why I'm doing that. Sorry, I'm getting disoriented. I've got screens everywhere here now. Okay, let's pull at least 2 more cards here. So how is gulfkanawut currently feeling towards mewsuppasit? So possibly feeling, the end card is that he knows that Mew has to heal, right? So
I don't want to do game what I want.
oh, look at that, we got lightning. Mew had lightning. So there's a sudden change also coming for Gulf. Or Gulf knows there's a sudden change coming for Mew. Perhaps Gulf can feel it. Perhaps he can feel that their time for reunion is coming close. That Mew is getting very close to that epiphany, that spiritual awakening. And wow. Now that's an interesting card. Passion. Insane chemistry, like each other equally and having fun. Wow. So, in other words, after this epiphany, after this spiritual awakening, true feelings will be coming out. No holding back after that. Gulf will let it all loose and show how much he really loves Mew. And possibly Mew will be the same. Twin flames. When twin flames unite, it's a beautiful scene. It's a divine scene. Divine counterparts coming together as one. Nothing like it. Okay, alright, so I think that's enough from those. And what about Ivory? What can you add to this spread, Ivory? If I don't have the picture being recorded, at least I have my voice. And I'm sorry guys, you'll just have to take my word for it of the cards that I'm pulling if you can't see me. Sorry about that. What the hell is this quality? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know, because I'm seeing myself clearly. I have no idea. You see, now I'm going back and I'm seeing that you're still on my other live. Does anybody know if you go live from the same channel on both the computer and the phone, 2 different streams, is that why you possibly can't see me? I don't know. Well, I'm glad you guys can hear me. Can you see me as well? I'm in 2 lives. Oh my gosh. How obvious is it that I'm an amateur at all this streaming business, huh guys? How obvious is it? Yes, 100 DBSK, yes. Golden bronze Tara you're talking about, right? Yeah, even before I started doing my own readings, I used to follow her readings, and I used to have a write-up underneath of all the points that I could relate to Mewgulf, because she was so on point with her readings when it came to them. And yeah, she literally said that. It was only a very short one, but she got to the point that, yeah, what the hell's going on? Yes, you're right. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. Yeah, this is my internet, guys. I'm sorry. It's my internet. Now I'm too scared. Even though I'm in 2 streams at once, I'm too scared to turn one off because I don't know what's going to happen. So I'm just going to keep going. Let's just keep going here. I need to get my streaming software out under control for staying connected, or warning me when it doesn't anyway. Warning me when it doesn't. Golden Mirror gets playing games. That's very fitting. What about the wedding rings? What about this wedding rings? Is this about the union between Mewgulf, or is this about something else? No way! Guys, Gulf's fan meet coming up. The theme is returning home, right? Returning home. You are my home. Returning to our eternal home. I mentioned it earlier about there possibly being like a unexpected guest. Well, maybe, but you know, can't get our hopes up. You know, we've been getting our hopes up for years, so better not go there really. But the card that just turned up, you feel like home. How fitting is that for being Gulf? And this is about the wedding rings, which I said, union, wedding, married, soul connection, eternal love, everlasting promise. And this is all about how Gulf is feeling about Mew, remember? So, you feel like home. Who's Gulf's home? Yes, of course he feels like his fans are home too, but who really feels like home to Gulf? Being with you reminds me of simpler times. You bring me so much happiness and peace. I don't know where to look anymore, guys, sorry. Should I even pull the cards up still? I don't know. Takes time, and I don't know. I could get cut off any minute, you know. The way this internet is. Hang on. I feel like I want to pull that one up because. Oh, come on. Oh no. What are you doing? See what I mean, guys? Everything's going AWOL. You feel like home. There it is. Wait. Oh, what? Now what? What's going on now? Okay. Officially, something is not right here. It won't let me do it. What's going on? Okay, forget it, forget it, forget it, forget it, forget it. I can't put it on the screen up there, but you saw it here, and hopefully you saw it here too. Okay, so that was for the wedding rings. Two other cards came out with that one though. We got Ghosted and You're So Smart. I'm sorry I disappeared. I needed to get away and clear my head. You're so smart. Your intellect really turns me on. You're so smart and I really enjoy our conversation. So those two came out as well, along with this one. So Ghosted. Not sure if he really did ghost anybody or even you, but it could be, like I just said, his fan mate is returning home, returning to his eternal home. So it could be, the Ghosted card could be about returning home or returning to something. And then You're So Smart could be about how returning home. Maybe it was Mew's idea how to return home, if it's gonna happen. I don't know. Gosh, am I still alive? What's if I say too much? What's gonna happen? Anyway, this is my opinion. Only my opinion, guys. Remember that. Don't take it as gospel or fact. All right. Healing heart. What's this healing heart about, please? Lingering too long now. What's this healing heart about, please? Ivory? How is gulfkanawut feeling towards mewsuppasit regarding this healing heart? Is it that he's aware that Mew has to heal before he can return to him fully? Or is it more about he knows he has to heal? Or he still has some healing work to do? What's this healing card about in regards to mewsuppasit? What is gulfkanawut feeling towards this? Well, very fitting. Need time to heal. Need time to heal. Right now I'm in a space where I need to focus on my healing and self-love. This isn't about you, it's about me. Yep. And spoiling you. We got spoiling you as well with that one. I want to give you the good life. I want to spoil you with gifts and trips, everything you could ever need or want. You deserve nothing less. So in other words, again, we're saying like after healing or after the lightning here, I don't have to pick it up and show it here, do I? I better. With the lightning card and the heart came after the lightning card. I'm in reverse, of course, on the phone, but I'll flip it. It means that after the spiritual awakening or after they get back together, after the healing is done, there's going to be passion, there's going to be real, like, unbelievable chemistry, probably very similar to what we used to see on screen. And looks like Gulf wants to spoil Mew in the future. What a lovely thought. Alright, and what about this lightning card? Can we get more about this lightning card, please? You wouldn't believe how much trouble, technical trouble I've had. I'm live on two streams right now because it's just been hectic. That's why I'm taking so long. You have to be a bit patient with me this morning.
They break apart.
Well, you can do that. You go ahead. It's not going to interfere with this, I don't think. Lightning, you hurt me. Everything that happened hurt me so much. I need more time to heal. So this could be Mew having the epiphany or the spiritual awakening that he does need to heal. That he is not healed at all and he does need to heal properly before he can pursue a relationship with anybody, including Gulf. Alright, and what about the passion card? Tell me more about this passion card. What's gulfkanawut feeling towards mewsuppasit with this passion card, possibly in the future, after the healing is done? What's this card about? You're mine. This isn't the first time we got this card coming out for how Gulf feels about Mew. You're mine. I get so pissed knowing other people can have you now. Is it toxic? Yeah, I don't care. I want the world to know you're mine. We got this card either in the last reading or the reading before that. In other words, you know, Gulf wants Mew. And Gulf knows that he belongs with Mew. And it's not easy for him to be watching what Mew's doing right now with someone else. Even if it is all for show. It's still, you know, if you remember back in the day, Gulf showed very subtle but obvious body language about being jealous and possessive of Mew. And vice versa, of course. Mew showed it more, but Gulf had those, like, he was the one to watch out for because he was the silent one, right? Remember, guys? Do you remember? Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure you do. So, yeah. Interesting for that to come out the way Gulf feels about Mew. I forgot it was noisy. I hope you guys can still hear me over that, but my husband does have to make his breakfast. Cancel that then. Okay. Alright, so. Wait, didn't you want to do a thing where we didn't eat before 9?
What?
Didn't you want to do a thing where we didn't eat before 9?
No, we didn't. I'm starving.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. Alright, so how is gulfkanawut feeling towards mewsuppasit right now? Ombre? I've been thinking about the last time I saw you. Now that could be as recently as London. If you know, you know. If not then, it could be a long time ago that he's still thinking about. Oh, and look at that, how convenient. We have 2 cards flipped over already there on the top that also flipped over with this one. We have... Oh, well that's... Wow, alright. Perhaps that plays into what I said about maybe Gulf has some healing to do as well. Or maybe even Gulf is going to have the lightning moment. Maybe Gulf needs to also have that spiritual awakening too. Because I have always been afraid of this love. That could be... I just got wind that I think you can't see me anymore on the big screen, can you? Not receiving. Yeah. It's gonna end. Anyway, I'm still here with you guys. Yeah. Gulf got, I've always been afraid of this love. This could go back to why it didn't work out in the past. If we go back to what I mentioned about, you know, divine timing intervention. Could be this. Perhaps Gulf was too afraid back then. Or perhaps Mew is afraid and Gulf knows it. Could be that too. One of them or both of them could be afraid of this love. And the reason they could be afraid, which is also a very twin flame thing, is because there's nothing like it. A twin flame connection it's so powerful. You don't even, if you're part of a twin flame, not that I am, but I've read about it and I've heard people talk about it. It's like you don't even know why you feel the way you do. You're just magnetically drawn to this person and you can't help it. It's like you may not want to be with this person. You might, if you're like Mew and you'd rather be with someone who has money, who has a stable living situation, is known well in society, etc. you might want to go and make your own destiny, but if you are destined to someone, you can't change that. It's the inevitable. It's going to happen anyway. So this card coming out saying I've always been afraid of this love, it could be both of them, or it could be one of them. Interesting. And this one, I want to reach out to you. Wow. So, yeah, with that card coming out with it, it does sound like it could be Gulf. It could be Gulf who's always been afraid of this love, but he wants to reach out to me. He wants to be honest with his feelings. And it may not even be that he's afraid of this love as a whole, but it could be that he's afraid of the next step in this relationship. If we go as far as to say, you know, the next step would be Mew cancelling the publicly known engagement and engaging with him instead, let's say, just for example, and Gulf could be scared of that. Gulf could be scared of stepping into engagement, marriage, having a family, etc. Could be scared to step away from being career focused because that's what he's known for a long time now. Could be something like that. Very interesting. Okay. Actually, hang on. It was that one, wasn't it? Yeah. I'm going to, because I'm really curious about that. I'm going to pull out my cosmic deck here. Going to, whoops, no, I didn't even say what I was going to do. What's that card anyway? Challenges. I was going to say what is making them scared? What is making them scared of this love and reaching out? What's holding them back? And I got challenges. Make a decision, work on inner healing. Challenges is what's holding them back. Alright, and then I was also going to ask, what else was I going to ask? What was I going to ask? I had it in my head. Well, anyway, that was the one I had in my mind at first, was why? Why are you scared of this love? Why are they scared of this love? And why aren't they reaching out right now? What's holding them back from reaching out? And I got challenges, so that's pretty much an answer anyway. I don't have Muse cards, so I can't really ask anything about it, but coincidentally, the card I have on the bottom of the deck here is cycles. Fate, karma, something ending, something beginning. So that could also be it. So I'll leave it at that with those cards, I think. Don't really need to, you saw them right? Yeah. Don't really have to going with that. We got the answer fast enough. And maybe one last thing I want to do is let's do my GDT deck here, Godspeed Divine Timing. The two cards, yes. And let's ask, when is this lightning or epiphany or spiritual awakening going to happen between Mewgulf? When is this lightning, epiphany, spiritual awakening moment going to happen between Mewgulf? Alright, well, what I can say with the cards I got is I have got all of these cards before. You can see them up there. I got them all before. We got in March, probably about 4 readings ago. We got in June, maybe 2 readings ago, and in December we got multiple times as well. Despite them being 3 different times, it's kind of all inclusive, because the main point I got last time I really got into this deck about it was that it was going to happen in the next 6 months, was one, and also it was going to happen between December and July next year, because sort of separating that question I had into separate questions. One of the questions was like, when is it going to start? When is it going to start? December came out for that one a few times. Then I think another question was like, when is the other going to end? When is the other going to, finally start moving towards a completed cycle? We got in March for that one. I think we also got in May, I think. So possibly between March and May is the timeline. And then when is it all going to be over is another question I've asked, which I have got in June before and also in July before. So really it all still fits. But just in case, for critics' sake, I'm going to put these back. So it was May, June, December, right? It was 3 months, May, June, December. All right, now I'm going to draw again, asking the same question. See if it still agrees with what I said about between December to July next year. So when is this lightning epiphany, spiritual awakening going to happen between Mewgulf? Or, since I already asked that question and it's not really wise to ask the question again, let's change it. Let's say, when is this awakening going to happen for Mew? When is this awakening going to happen for mewsuppasit? When is mewsuppasit going to have this spiritual awakening, enlightenment, lightning moment, epiphany moment about how he feels about gulfkanawut? When is this moment going to happen for mewsuppasit? Am I still live? When is this moment going to happen? Or when is this moment likely to happen? Got a bit of resistance here, guys. Maybe they don't want to tell me. That's too much information. Too much information. You can't say that. It's only my opinion, though. Alright. If I don't get it, I'm going to count to 8, and if I still don't get a card, I'm going to take that as I've asked enough. Can't ask anymore, okay? 1, 2, 3. Whoa! Oh, that's too many cards, really. How many cards is that? Without looking at them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 8. I said I was going to count to 8 and I got 8 cards. Should I take that as a sign? 8 of these cards, though. We already just worked with 3 different months. I don't know. When is Mew going to have his moment of awakening? The first card that came out was in January. January. The other cards are not related, I don't think. So yeah, in January, okay. And what about Gulf then? Moving on. When is Gulf going to have this spiritual awakening moment? When is Gulf going to realize how he truly feels about mewsuppasit? When is he going to have this spiritual awakening, this enlightening moment, this epiphany towards Mew? If he is going to have one, that is. If we're not just talking about Mew here. Or, when is this lightning moment that is referred to in Gulf's reading going to happen? Couldn't get that out in time, could I? Okay, well I've got 3 cards here. Now what I'm thinking is, the first card I saw is a long time, but what I'm thinking is this is possibly referring to, it's been a long time that this awaited moment has been coming. So it's been a long time coming, this moment, is what I think. And then the other 2 we've got in autumn, a few days, which, if you go by American time, they're autumn now, aren't they? I don't think they've reached winter yet. Right? So yeah, a few days in autumn, basically. Some of the cards that came out within January, I didn't take notice of them like enough to show you, but one of the cards that came out within January is happening now. There was a card that said happening now as well, and I thought, yeah, probably not likely, but if it is, then it'd be like Mew is having his moment right now, or the start of it. Gulf is starting to wake up maybe a few days later, and then in January possibly is when they'll make the real move to come together or come to an agreement of some kind, whether they're together or not. Alright. I think that's enough for those. Actually, I should put them that way so I know them. All my cards out here really on the table. I've got all my cards on the table. Alright. Pack them up, and like I did last time, I think I'll pull the Buddha cards as well. Is there anybody watching right now who has a question about the other 2? I know someone did earlier, but I don't know if they're here still. Maybe to be fair, I could do just an oracle check-in for those 2 about how they are holding up with their friendship, etc. Where's over here? I think I'll do that. Alright, so how is mewsuppasit currently feeling towards Tulpacorn? Cosmic? Oh goodness, that really jumped. What's this? Oh! Pull that, that's on the bottom of the deck there. I laughed because, yeah, I think living in an illusion and clouds and everything here. How is me feeling towards Tul right now? Love spell, you've been bewitched. Now, to me that doesn't mean you're in love, that means something has influenced you to be where you are right now with a person. And then on the bottom of the deck, coincidentally, the card divorce. Experiencing a breakup. Let's pull another card just in case. how is mewsuppasit currently feeling towards Tulpacorn right now? Is he feeling it's over? Getting ready for a breakup with this divorce card? The spell is off. The spell has worn off. In other words, this love spell has worn off. The love spell has worn off. Moving towards a breakup, and what else? Problems with addiction or gambling, bad finances. Well, I can believe that because, as I mentioned earlier, with all the business they're involved in, if things go pear-shaped, their business associates would be on Tool's side because they knew Tool before they knew Mew. They know Mew through Tool. So if Tool gets hurt or publicly embarrassed or anything like that, I'm sure most of his friends would be on his side, and Mew may find himself in hot water in financial matters. Possibly. Move those round there. Yes. Okay. What else? I think that's enough, honestly. Those cards, I don't really want to dwell on them today, I don't feel. This is why I always tell you in the description it depends how I feel. But that's what I got. That's honestly what I just got for how mewsuppasit is currently feeling about Tulpacorn. Which, yeah, I get the idea. The love spell is worn off, whatever it was, whether it was business related or not. It's worn off. There's a breakup coming on the cards, and yeah, he's possibly going to have trouble with financial dealings. I said 5 is the magic number today though, didn't I? So maybe I'll pull 2 more cards. So we'll pull 2 more cards for how is things going to be after the financial difficulty. Luck is on your side. And what else? What I was thinking then for that answer was, is Mew going to be okay financially? Well, we got yes. And what else? Is he going to be fine? Is he going to reunite with Gulf? Is he going to suffer from losing a lot of fans, or is his social image going to suffer? We got air sign. Okay, well, I was kind of about to mention Tool, saying like, is he going to be affected? We got yes, and we got air sign. Well, air sign covers Tool as well because of Libra. But it could be both of them. It could be they're both affected by this situation. Just one more card. You're confusing me now, Cosmic. Come on, give me a card that clarifies things, please. Or do I need to clarify with something else? Manifest. Tell the universe exactly what you want. Mew. In other words, Mew needs to go away, go deep within, find himself, heal, and really be honest about what he truly wants. That's what it is. That's what it's telling me. So the air sign is Mew, Aquarius. Mew is going to be fine. He's going to find himself, his Aquarius self. He's going to heal, and he's going to manifest what he truly wants. Which, there is a small possibility what he truly wants would be returning to Tool after healing properly, but there's only a small possibility of that. Okay, and these cards back, and then we'll ask the other half. How is Tulpacorn currently feeling towards mewsuppasit right now? Just gonna get all the cards, guys, because we had 6 cards for Mew, but 5 would be enough, Cosmic. Oh, you're so good. Okay. So we got 6 cards exactly. Wonderful. Thank you for listening, Cosmic. Alright, so we got... I'm going to do it in order of the way they came out. You can see these cards, guys, so you know I'm not trying to do anything here. So the first card that came out was gambling. Same as what Mew just got. Financial problems, gambling, problems with addiction and gambling, bad finances. Could already be problems in the businesses, perhaps. Sexuality. Someone is still figuring themselves out. Interesting. Love spell. You've been bewitched. You've been bewitched. Same one Mew had, right? I wonder if that means the love spell came from Tul. Anyway. Or maybe it came from Mew. Narcissist came next. How many times we get this card when I work with Cosmic for Mew in regards to Mew? What Tul thinks of Mew. Someone is too full of themselves. That's what the Narcissist card says. Health issues could arise. And lastly, air sign. Yeah, I think this air sign is to say that this is definitely talking about them. This is definitely talking about them, not somebody else. So there's some kind of problem with addiction or gambling or bad finances between them because they both got that card. There's also, I think this sexuality, someone is still figuring themselves out, this card. I think that's also a love spell thing between them. The idea of someone cast a love spell and it's wearing off now because somebody is still unsure about things. Possibly it's going back to the reoccurring subject when we talk about those two, about possibly things not going smoothly in the bedroom, just quietly. And narcissist and health. This could be either Mew being narcissistic. Oh. Almost disconnected there, I noticed. Either Mew being narcissistic or Tul being narcissistic could be ruining the health of their friendship. Or, see, I'm taking this card as meaning like connection. So, because they're both air signs, so it could be that someone's narcissistic ways are ruining the health of their connection. Okay? Alright, so that's how Tul is feeling about Mew. Now, I'm still going to finish with the Buddha cards because I think that's a nice way to finish, is with the Buddha cards. Since we just did a cosmic pull for the other two, I'll include some cards for Tul as well. So, Buddha Wisdom is the name of the deck here. I was about to say I was about to say for what's the advice from you right now, was what I was about to say. And we got this card. Silence is the best answer to someone who doesn't value your words. Interesting. That could be for upcoming issues, like with the social media, with the press, explaining why things have happened the way they have, if things really do take a turn. Something like that. All right. One day you will look back and realize that you worried too much about things that don't really matter. Yeah, I would say that's true too, because no matter how much Mew is in hot water regarding his current situation, he does have supporters. He has unconditional supporters. He has us as supporters. He has us as supporters. And he has Gulf, unconditional love, as was said earlier. I even think he still has Tool, even if this thing doesn't work out, depending, well, not even depending, whether it was a real deal or for a business matter or something, I still think their friendship is strong enough to survive all this. So, yeah, all this worrying that Mew is doing, that he's letting hold him back from making the necessary changes in his life right now, it really didn't matter. Or it doesn't matter. What he's worried about, his reputation, possible financial situation, it doesn't really matter. And you know why? Because no matter who he ends up with, the other person he ends up with has a form of income, a form of money. So even if he was really like down in the dumps or really in trouble, somebody's going to be able to keep them, head above water, for one thing, financially. And in regards to being popular, etc., well, I'll tell you this much. If he does reunite with Gulf the way we think he will or should, in regards to how the cards are saying things are going to turn out, it's going to be a phenomenon. He's going to get so many new fans coming in, because you know what, they're going to be the true twin flame couple reuniting against all odds. So he'll be 10 times more popular with the world outside coming in, just hearing about him suddenly, than he ever has been, even when, back in the Waanjai day or now. He's going to be 10 times more popular, because they're going to be proving a phenomenon that people have no proof over. He's going to prove that the twin flame theory is a real thing that happens. He's going to be a celebrity example of it, and there'll be proof there because of the fact that readers were reading for them, including me, all these years. That's going to stand as proof that we saw it coming. If it does go down the way the cards are saying, they're going to be the living proof of the twin flame theory. They're going to be like the modern story of Romeo and Juliet, only they're going to end up together instead of the tragic ending that those two had. It's going to be like that. So yeah, I agree that he really has nothing to worry about in that regard. He's always going to be popular no matter what. There's always going to be haters, of course, but there's always going to be people who admire you for what you do, for your talent, for your personality. There's always going to be somebody. So, alright, so that's for Mew. And what about Gulf? What advice do you have for Gulf? Word of wisdom. advice do you have for gulfkanawut? Whoa, too much. Take that one and the first one on this pile.
Soft-key mewsappy.
Hang on, that's the bottom one. This one. There. If you can't do anything about it, then let it go. Don't be a prisoner to things you can't change. Well, just funnily enough, I saw somebody comment earlier in the comment section on one of these videos about the fact that Gulf can't change Mew. He has to do that himself. So that really does resonate with the current situation. If you can't do anything about it, let it go. Just focus on yourself and don't remain a prisoner. So yep,
Focus on the stool.
that's very fitting. And then every experience, no matter how bad it seems, holds within it a blessing of some kind. The goal is to find it. Look on the bright side of life, in other words. Could be, no matter how much it hurts right now for Golf to see Mew the way he is, if that's the case. Within it is a blessing of some kind. The goal is to find it. Well, the blessing could be that, like we've mentioned many times today, divine timing. It's divine timing intervention. Mew is not ready yet. Or Golf is not ready yet, even, we mentioned. So it's not the time yet. It's not the right time yet. And you should be grateful for that, because if you tried to pursue or make it work when it's not the right time, you may not be successful. You may have more trouble and obstacles than you would otherwise. So definitely good advice there. And okay, what about Tool? Let's do a pull for Tool as well. What advice do you have for Tool? Just one card, is it? We had 2 for Mew and 2 for Golf. Oh. Okay. If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. That's really like saying love yourself first. Now, if you love yourself, you're not going to be trying to make a failed relationship work, or if not failed, you're not going to be trying to make something bigger out of something you know it's inevitable, it can't be. You're only torturing yourself, right? Flogging a dead horse. So, could be something like that.
Side of lat.
And then this other one. Don't be impressed by money, followers, degrees, and titles. Be impressed by kindness, integrity, humility, and generosity. Well, that could also be, saying to him, you may have all this, money, followers, titles, etc. But that's not what makes everything. I can imagine Mew is also kind and has integrity, possibly shows a bit of humility and pride and generous, but I get the vibe that this is talking about there's somebody else. There is somebody else Tool should give notice to, or should pursue, or even just somebody is out there waiting to meet him, even. The one waiting for Tool. It's not me. Okay. So that's the advice from the Buddha Wisdom deck. Make it fun. Let me pull one for myself, because I can hear it. I can hear critics in my head going like, what about you? What's your advice? I'll bet it's something like stop messing with them or something. Okay, what's this? When thinking about life, remember this. No amount of guilt can solve the past, and no amount of anxiety can change the future. That's good advice. It's funny because I actually had personally for me, I had a moment yesterday where I was feeling really guilty about something non-Waanjai related, of course. I was feeling really, really guilty about something that not many people would. It can be debated whether I should have felt guilty or not. Without telling you what it was all about, well, no, I will tell you. Okay, I'll tell you. So we were in a vehicle on our way home, and there's a lady in a wheelchair who is clearly, like, body language, looking uncomfortable. Oh.
Side of lad.
Okay. Does that mean I shouldn't tell you? Does that mean I shouldn't tell you? Well, point was that I wasn't able to do what my natural instincts would have me do, which is give somebody comfort, go and support somebody, go and emotionally support somebody who looked like they were, like they needed a hug, that kind of feeling. Not that I would hug them, but, I just go over and say hi, just sort of show them that somebody cares. And I wasn't able to do that. It was a moment yesterday I wasn't able to do that for physical reasons. I had bags in front of me and I wasn't able to move as freely as I would wish to go and see this lady. And not just that, but my husband was also sort of airing me against it, like saying, oh, don't do it, just because their carer was also in the vehicle, and there were other people in the vehicle too who were not giving a damn, like just ignoring what was in front of them. But I spent that whole trip just feeling in myself like, oh God, like it was really playing with my feelings. Like I really want to go over there and make sure she's okay and just let her know that somebody cares, because obviously she was uncomfortable. And even though we did say, are you okay? And she said, yeah, I'm all right. People can say that, but, Anyway, I was feeling guilty about not being able to do something. But at the end of the day, the guilt sort of drifted away, and I realized, well, at the time, there was really nothing I could do. There was really nothing I could do about it. Circumstances wouldn't allow me at the time to do what I naturally feel drawn to do. So the anxiety and the guilt feeling of that sort of slowly went away through the day, and I had both my husband and another relative telling me, oh, it's okay, I know how you feel, but, you should just let it go. I'm sure it didn't change much, it wouldn't matter. She was probably okay for real, and, all these things. But still, I feel like I wish I could have been there for this lady. And I don't know the lady, by the way. She was just someone, just a passenger. But I really felt this, like I was on the brink of tears because she was crying in discomfort. So, anyway. I'm an empath, okay? If you didn't know already, I'm an empath, and so this affects me, and yeah, I just felt so guilty that I couldn't do what I naturally feel I should do sometimes. So this card coming out for me, yeah, that does resonate. It doesn't matter how guilty I feel about yesterday, it can't solve anything right now because it's gone. The past is the past. It's gone. That's what this card is telling me. And no amount of anxiety can change the future. Same thing. You get anxious about anything. Future plans, something unexpected happening in the future. Oh, no, what's going to happen if this happens? it can't change it. If it's going to happen, it's going to happen. The best thing to do is to be prepared for it more than anything else. And yeah, that's what I try to do. I try to err on the side of caution regarding everything in life. Try and be prepared for the worst case scenario as well as any other possibilities I can think of. And yeah, all while trying to be positive and optimistic about things currently happening as well. So yes, this card really does resonate with me. So there you go. Alright, I think that's enough life storytelling. I'm live again. Am I? Knowing when. Right. Yeah, guys. Okay, so I'm still on 2 lives. Sorry, guys. Sorry. Alright, well, anyway. I think we're done for the day. I did that small little oracle draw for the other 2. I don't really feel like anything else is necessary. As for the readings we did earlier, I will make sure there was nothing I missed in those meanings. And hopefully I can just get all these clips together and clip them together and do the subtitles faster than I have in the past, because yeah, just I don't have the time that it takes to edit all these videos all the time. So this is why I really wanted to try and get this live reading thing working with showing you the windows, etc. So that it can all happen at once and there's less editing to do. That's the goal. So anyway, thank you for joining me today. 1, 2, 3. Wow, 5 hours. That's got to be long. That's got to be my longest live now so far, I reckon. That's a marathon. Alright, thank you for hanging in there, guys, and I'm going to say goodbye now, so let's try and close these streams off. So this one, goodbye to those who are watching on the original video. Thank you for watching. See you next time. And offline. Okay. Something worked in the right way for once. I'll fix that later. Okay, and you too. Bye, guys. Waanjai on if you're a Waanjai. And take care. We'll meet up again soon. Bye-bye.